Stillwell from Dr. James Stillwell Ministries. Welcome to the show. We're talking about conflict with people that you have and a more diplomatic way to maybe resolve them. I know personally sometimes when I have conflict, I say it, I do it, I finish it, and then we have a cup of coffee. Everyone, I don't have a problem with that tact.
Sometimes I'll avoid until it gets to the point of it's hard to address the conflict. I like to just do it in a text so I don't have to confront the person. Is that the good thing?
Almost never a good thing. Most easily misunderstood form of communication.
Okay.
Oh, and I totally agree with the text. Yeah, when with the communication it does hurt. But let's talk a little bit about some tips on what you're saying can help us get past that conflict. And especially when it comes to family, it is something that I'm going through with some people back home in Australia.
Okay.
So let's talk about restoring trust, which is the first one. And what does it mean by restoring the trust?
Well, restoring trust refers to the fact that trust has been broken, either passively or actively. And passively, you may not even known it. But they were in need, or you were in need, and somebody ignored the other person, and so it wasn't dealt with. So restoring is making an intentional effort of reconnecting in those areas where you've missed each other.
Yeah, I got you.
We just scrolled past my question.
Oh, okay. Approach with respect.
How do you approach with respect?
Yeah. I'm like, what?
I was reading it.
Listen, I'm going to restore some trust back in you right now, Katie.
Respect has to do with, and I love the cartoon that shows one person looking at a 6 and the other person sees a 9.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, okay.
So approach with respect means the other person's point of view is just as valid as yours. So don't approach with the idea that there's just this objective thing that you're on the right side, they're on the wrong side. You're looking at things from a different point of view.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what you just said. I want to hit it back on the head.
Yes.
But you said yours might be right, but you also have to respect that theirs could be right as well.
Because the probability is you're both right.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to be
9
wrong.
times out of 10, I'm normally right.
I'm sure.
He thinks he is 9 times out of 10. So does that kind of flow into checking your emotions?
Oh, I think it does.
Yes, the movie Inside Out is brilliant in showing all the different emotions that we have. And I think we have to be aware of your body-mind connection. And when your heart rate goes up and your breathing gets shallow, you're not much good for communication.
What's the Inside Out movie correlation?
Oh, it's all about the emotions that are in control of a mind. So you've got this central control, and you get to choose, is anger going to be in control? Is joy going to be in control?
I got you now.
You know, to get to a place of calm.
Hey, listen, and this is super important because sometimes you have to have a little bit of a time out.
That's it.
You know, sometimes it's just best to walk away and say, hey, let's check back in tomorrow.
But what's the best way to tell someone that you need a timeout, but without them feeling alienated or abandoned by you?
Great
you plan
question.
on coming back,
Absolutely.
but you need a timeout.
Otherwise, they're going to feel abandoned.
Right.
So you have to have this conversation before you start that one of us may need a timeout. And so come to an agreement. If it escalates, if it gets out of hand, we're going to have a timeout. And we're going to set an appointment, and we're going to get back together so you don't feel abandoned.
And I think communication on all of this, especially when you're trying to resolve issues, Katie, I think you need to have communication. You need to be open. Whether it is an issue, whether it's just what are we having for dinner, it's communicate.
Yes.
Isn't that what a relationship's all about?
It's all about the listening as well as the speaking.
Listening, just as important.
Do we communicate well, do you think?
I think we do,
I think we do.
Yes.
We spend
He
a lot
talks,
of time
I
together.
listen.
That's not true.
It works.
I listen as well. I do
He does,
listen.
he does, he does.
I try. Dr. James Stillwell, if you want to find out more information about this amazing man
Thank you.
and some great information that he could give you, give him a buzz, guys. There's his website. There's his phone number. He's always here giving us some good information. We appreciate you.
Thanks. Great to be with you.
Have a great afternoon.
You too.
Well, straight